Sid, you have to help us.
With what? You didn't take apart another of Mid's contraptions, did you?
No. Well, yes. But that's not what we want to talk to you about.
It's Miss Mididol. She's been acting strange. Very strange. She's barely ever around.
When she is, she acts like we aren't even there. Her head's in a crowd.
In the clouds.
That's what I said. In the clouds.
Well, she does have a lot on her mind. When did you last see her?
Not long ago. Right after she got back from saving you from Stonear.
Then it's probably just about the Enterprise. It did take quite a battering on the way there and back.
You didn't break it, did you, Sid? You really should be more careful around Miss Mididol's inventions. Don't listen to her. Even if you did break the Enterprise, you could put it back together, couldn't you?
But who's gonna put Miss Mididol back together? She seems really sad.
Why don't I go and see if I can cheer her up?
You do that? For us? She's in her dungeon.
Don't scare him. It's not a real dungeon.
Thanks for the warning.
Alright guys, ini katanya si Mid lagi ada trouble ya guys. So kita mesti tanya ke dia kenapa dia terkesannya lagi nggak seperti Mid yang sebenarnya ya guys. Tuh anak-anak pada cemas. Coba guys kita tanya aja sama si Mid ya. Ini dia lagi dibawa. Katanya ini dungeonnya si Mid ya.
Mid, if you have a...
That's it! I knew it! The answer was right here under my arse all along! If this doesn't steer to the skies, nothing will!
To the skies? You aren't trying to give the Enterprise wings, are you?
What else would I be doing?
The children seem to think you're avoiding them. They're worried about you. Is this really so important that you need to shut yourself away from everyone?
The Enterprise is already the fastest ship in the realm, and that's with the sea beneath her. But what if she weren't bound to the waves? What if she weren't bound to anything at all? It's not fair. The gods get the skies all to themselves, so I'm gonna do something about it. The Fallen had their chance, but they relied too much on magic. And see where that got them? But not me. I've discovered how to do it without. Well, almost. First I need to make a prototype.
And is that a one-woman job?
Are you volunteering? I'll have you know the Enterprise is my baby. But if a godfather's offering to lend a hand, I'd be happy to take it. First, I'll need oil, and not just some old drippings from Miss Molly's spits in the tub and crown. Refined stuff, like they make in Ordil. Then I'll need some bone, or shell. Light, strong, preferably no longer attached to the beast it belongs to.
If it's beast bones you're after, I'm sure the curse breakers will know where you might find some.
No, they'll know where you might find some. You're the one who offered to help, remember?
I should speak with one of the curse breakers before I set off for Old Hill. See if I can't find this bone while I'm there as well.
Alright guys, kita dikasih tugas sama si Mid buat cari dua barang ya. Pertama cari oil yang sudah di refine. Yang kedua cari tulang guys. Tulang dari sebuah binatang ya. Ini cukup memusingkan sebenarnya ya. Clue apa yang harus kita cari. So kita tanya aja guys kepada kru speakers kita. Mereka harusnya punya hints atau petunjuk ya. Dan kurasa sih binatang langka lagi guys kemungkinan ya. So let's see aja. Nah itu dia guys, kita tanya ya.
Alright Sid, come to buy us around have you?
Only if you earn it. Mid needs a piece of light but durable bone for her next project. You've encountered your share of beasts on your travels across the realm. Any ideas?
Most bones are the same. Whack 'em hard enough and they'll break. If it's durability you're looking for, shell will serve you better. You know what an adamantus is?
I do. And I know to give them a wide berth. Will any old adamantus do?
Well, with shells, the older the harder. There's a rumour of an ancient adamantus down in Karava, near Old Bidza, or what's left of the village anyway. But don't expect to make quick work of the bastard. There's a reason it's lived as long as it has.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
Nah, sudah dapat clue ya guys. Kita disuruh mencari seekor adamantoise yang sudah berusia lanjut usia guys, dan tua banget ya. Nah, kita cek aja untuk lokasinya itu. Dia di Field of Korova ya, di sini ya. Dan ini sudah dekat guys dengan lokasinya ya. Quest destination nearby. So, benar-benar diarahkan ke sini aja kita guys. Sekarang coba kita cari ya. Mana tuh adamantoise? Apa di bawah dia? Oh, ada goblin guys. Kita sapa aja. Hai hai. Oke, one down. Alright, udah tewas ya guys. Oh, nah, ini ada item.
Mid's oil.
Dapat satu guys.
What happened here? It's a miracle there was any left at all.
And where is the next oil? Apakah di depan?
This should be enough.
Next things where we should go now. Kayaknya kita masih teleport lagi deh guys. Tadi cuma lokasi untuk ngambil oil ya. Fields of Korova di sini kah? Ya, aku rasa ini jalannya benar ya guys. Kita cek peta, kita masih turun ke bawah ini guys. Alright, kita langsung aja ya. Prestarku ini ya guys, kura-kuranya ya guys, kita dekatin ya. Yep.
Looks like we found him.
Desert Thor ya namanya ya. Dia akan melinding nih. Oke, kita sudah tadi dia ke bawah guys. Kita langsung kasih ya. Oke, stagger. Kita hajar aja guys. Level 40 ya. Kita sih udah pasti lebih kuat ya. Karena kita udah level 48. Dan udah terkuras guys, sepertiga dari health point-nya dia. Nah, dia ada recovery. Dikit lagi. Oke. Wah, hampir nggak ada perlawanan ya guys. Oke, stagger lagi. Udah 2/3 guys, HP-nya hilang ya guys. Kita mundur dulu, kita kasih dia napas dikit lah. Oh. Nggak pusing tuh habis muter-muter. Menang kita guys.
I better get these materials to Mid so she can finish her prototype.
Alright, saya setuju Clive. Dan langsung hilang ya guys. Bangkainya si kura-kura hilang guys. Alright, langsung aja guys kita teleport balik ke si Mid. Kita udah selesaiin untuk questnya, kita udah ambil oil juga ya. Nah, ini kita udah sampai ya guys. Kita sapa si Mid ya dengan bawa materialnya tadi guys. Harusnya ini sudah kelar ya.
Mid, tell me this is all you need.
You make it sound like I asked you to save the world or something.
Tell me this is all you need.
It's most of what I need. After you left, I went over the figures again, and I realised I'd forgotten a 1 and a 0.
And
And a cogwheel. Just a tiny one. Though, that's the problem. Gears that small are a bastard to make, and I may have lost the one Blackthorn spent a fortnight toiling over.
wait. The children. When they took apart your scales, there was a tiny brass gear. Now that I think about it, they didn't use it when we put the scales back together.
The young'uns? But why would the... You know what? I don't want to know. I'll keep working on the model. You go and find that cog.
Hai ya. Ternyata guys, waktu itu kan kita pernah ngerjain quest bareng anak kecil. Dan ada sebuah cogwheel yang nggak kepake guys. Nah, kurasa itu udah hilang ya.
Midadol mentioned a new project.
Coba deh kita tanya ya guys ya.
Sid, is Mid still hiding from us?
She wasn't hiding. She's fine. She's just busy working on her next project.
A new invention? What is it? What is it? Is it an airship? I bet it's an airship!
Do you think she'll let us help?
That just so happens to be why I'm here. She needs something special, something only you three can provide. A brass gear. A tiny one. One that might fit on, say, a set of scales?
Oh, the one you forgot! We remember!
We saved it, just in case. It's in the bag of bits.
Since your lesson, we've been disassembling, then reassembling everything we can find. All the pieces that are left over, we keep under our beds, just in case.
That's good to know.
Look! I found it! Is that all? Just the gear? We have more parts if Mid needs them.
That's all for now. But I'll let Mid know about your hoard. Just in case.
Thanks, Sid.
Rasanya kita membuat anak-anak itu jadi lebih happy ya guys, karena mereka berpikir bahwa mereka akan membantu si Mid dalam mengembangin invention-nya ya. Nice move, Clive.
Well, did they have it?
They did. And they kept it somewhere nice and safe. Will it work?
Will it work? He's perfect! You're a genius, Clive.
What exactly are you going to use it for?
Only the most important job of all. The wings aren't going to move on their own. But with the right cog in the right place... Well, you just wait and see. That should do it. Here goes nothing. Titan's tits.
It wasn't supposed to fly, was it?
Of course it was supposed to fly. Wouldn't be much of an airship if it didn't. Honestly, these bloody engines are driving me mad. I was so sure this would be the day she soared. The mithril engine was made to make dreams come true. But Maybe this is one dream the world's better off without. Show folk how to take flight, and it won't be long till they're raining death down on each other. People will lose their homes, children, their mums and their dads. Like I lost mine.
I'm sorry.
So am I, Clive. So am I. Sorry that I have to choose. Do I follow my head, or do I follow my heart?
Good question. The first time I stood on the deck of your ship, felt the wind in my hair. It was like I was flying. But imagine how it would feel to actually do it.
My dad always said there were two ways of living life. Chasing a dream or shuffling to your grave. And he were right. Right about a lot of things. Not that I like to admit it. People need dreams to chase. Especially in a world like this. Right. When this is over, I'm gonna take all my mithril engines to Zemeckis and sling them over the edge. I won't have my dream end up turning into someone else's nightmare.
But all that hard work...
All that hard work will not be used for war, Jamie. But it isn't like it'll be gone. Tell me, Clive, have you ever been on a treasure hunt?
Not since Joshua and I were boys. Why do you ask?
Because I'm going to bury the engine schematics and leave behind a little riddle telling people where to find them. A really hard one, so that only the most dedicated dreamers will ever be able to work it out. Ooh, I can picture it now. Some daft general squinting at the words with a gormless expression on his mug. Like that one, yeah.
Right.
Of course, if I'm putting this engine at the end of a treasure hunt, I'll still need to make it a treasure worth hunting for. Won't be much of a prize if it couldn't even make a toy boat fly after all. My dad always said, dream big. But it ain't the size of a dream that's important, is it, Clive? Only that it's a good one. And I reckon I've got a fair few good uns left in me.
I'm sure you do. What shall I do with your model? You spent a lot of time on it. We both did.
What, that old thing? Not healthy to cling to your failures, Clive. They'll weigh you down, you know.
Sound advice.
Still, I suppose my prototypes will probably be worth a fair bit when I'm as famous as Bart's the Builder. Seeing as you're always strapped for coin, suppose I can give it to you. Just make sure you get a good price when you do come to part with it.
I'd say that was up to you as much as me.
Nah, itu tadi ya guys, quest kita dengan si Mid. Jadi dia sedang nge-crafting airship guys. So dia mau buat si Enterprise bisa terbang ya. Dan kalau itu terjadi, maka ini jadi penemuan pertama bersejarah di Valistea ya guys. So hopefully Mid bisa meneruskan karyanya ya. Kita juga pingin lihat Enterprise bisa terbang guys. Seperti yang model tadi ya. Nah, berikutnya kita akan lanjutkan lagi quest kita ke sini guys, ke Litany with Errors. So harusnya di sini nih. Where is it? Kok di atas? Oh alah, di atas guys. Bentar, kita coba cari jalan ya. Aku jarang ke atas soalnya nih. Oh, mesti ke sana tuh. Kita mutar lagi guys. Naik tangga lagi ke atas. Questnya di atas ya. Nah ini dia.
I will not let them be forgotten. Sid, may I have a moment?
Of course.
It is an honor to finally speak with you. My name is Herman. I've been with the Cursebreakers for some time now, and I wish to be deployed to Ash. Any assignment will do.
No. The lands across the Narrow are too dangerous. I will not send good men and women to risk their lives needlessly. Why would you want to go back?
I need to retrieve something. Something important. I was raised in an orphanage. The Badbach Conservatory. Or rather, I was held captive there. It was not a place of nurture. It existed solely to turn bearer children into mindless weapons. We were tortured until we feared no pain. Tormented until our hearts turned to stone. And few ever survived long enough to become tools of the last king.
I can't imagine.
I lost so many. I can't even remember all their names. But they must be remembered. They cannot fade away, faceless and forgotten. The Institute was run with military precision. Every child measured, every name recorded, every death logged with meticulous care. Sid, allow me to travel to Ash and recover the registry so that my brothers and sisters might live on.
You were a good friend, Herman. But the fact remains that Ash is simply too dangerous.
Sid, please, even should it cost me my life.
Too dangerous for you, Herman. But not for me. I'll go to Bad Bach and find the registry.
You will?
I won't let you risk your life.
I don't know how to thank you.
You can start by telling me where I'll find this orphanage.
Vida Grace. Hidden in a forest, overlooking the plains.
All right. I'll see what I can find there.
May the mothers guide you.
Nah, guys, ini si Herman ini ternyata adalah mantan prajurit The Last King atau Barnabas ya. Dan dia adalah salah satu yang selamat atau survivor ya. Cuma rekan-rekannya, brother dan sisternya itu udah meninggal guys. Dan nama itu ada tersimpan di registry. So dia minta kita, at least ya, Clive mengusulkan diri untuk traveling ke S demi membantu dia dapetin registrinya lagi guys. So dia bisa ingat siapa saja nama-nama teman-temannya yang dulu yang wafat ya guys. So sekarang kita travel aja ya. Oke, kita udah sampai guys. Dan seperti biasa, Ash ini adalah tempat yang benar-benar tandus dan penuh dengan akasik ya guys. Tuh depan sudah ada akasik lagi menanti guys. Ya. Kita sapa dulu. Jampi-jampi dia baca guys. Belum mati Clive, belum mati. Nah, sekarang udah mati tuh. Alright. Kita lanjutkan perjalanan kita guys. Jaraknya 250 yard lagi ya ke depan. Dan ada enemy lagi dong, Sienna. Alright. Mari kita lanjutkan perjalanan kita, guys. Dan kalau aku lihat itu di depan sudah ada aether flood ya, guys ya. Ini pertanda akan ada enemy lagi mah di depan sini. Tempatnya tersembunyi gini ya, guys. Naik aja susah, guys. Aether flood area. Ini gimana naiknya nih, Clive? Oke, guys, aku mesti cari jalan ya, guys. Kayaknya memutar nih. Bener-bener terperosok ya, guys ya. Terpencil gini ya. Nah.
This must be the orphanage. Hopefully the registry is still here.
Backpack Conservatory ya, guys ya. Ini mana registrinya? Masuk nih, Clive. Udah zombie kali di dalam. Ini ada kotak peti, guys. Kita buka dulu ya. Alah, potion doang. Di sini? Bukan itu, guys.
Conditioning. This is nothing short of torture. Herman wasn't exaggerating. It's a wonder he survived this place. I need to find that registry.
Di mana, Clive, registrinya? Tadi kita udah muter-muter loh, Clive. Inikah?
This reads like a suicide note. Did the director go through with his plan? There's only one way to find out.
Jadi direktur yang ada di sini itu, guys, ternyata salah satu bearers itu adalah anak perempuannya dia, guys. Dan ya anak perempuannya mati gara-gara dia juga sih. So dia langsung bunuh diri, guys. Nah ini ke depan aku takutnya kita akan battle melawan Akashic ya, guys ya. Katanya tadi ada ghost juga. So let's see aja apa kita beneran lawan ghost atau gimana. Ini graveyard ya, guys. Aduh, tempat penuh hantu ini mah. Dapat potion. Areanya luas, wey. Oh, di sini kali ya.
This must be the place. Could he really be buried here? There's something hidden among the roots. Let's see. This must be the registry. So many names. This place was a slaughterhouse. But where is the architect of all this misery? It was only a matter of time, I suppose.
And yes, zombie, guys. Sabar, sabar dong. Waduh, waduh, tempatnya terpencil gini.
Let's try. Farewell.
ini kurasa salah satu korbannya ya guys ya, yang berubah menjadi akasik ya. Karena tempat ini itu tempat pembantaian, dan para bearers itu pun akhirnya dirubah guys, ataupun mereka akhirnya mati ya. Oh, si Joshua kena api tadi guys. Dahsyat ya. Oke. Kita ajar lagi guys. Dia udah stagger ya. Lagi-lagi dia mau ngebakar kita guys. Alright, selesai. Enemy slain. Biasa guys, kita dapat loot item ya, dapat experience juga. Lumayan banyak itemnya.
I'm done here. Let's get the registry back to Herman.
Jordan, Clive, alright. Kita disuruh balik ke Herman sih guys. So, kerasa itu ya misi terakhirnya ya. Nah, ini kita udah sampai guys. Kita langsung cari si Herman ya.
I hear that you traveled to Ash, Sid. Did you by any chance recover the names of my fallen friends?
I did. Yes.
If I may, the bearer registry. The director was a brutal man. He got no worse than he deserved.
The registry was all I found beneath the tree. There was no sign of a body, nor any record of what happened to the children after the orphanage closed.
I pray that at least some of them survived. All their names are here. The ones we lost. My friends. My light in those dark times. I can still remember their faces, like it was yesterday. Children who were taken from their bunks in the morning, never to return. No explanation ever offered.
They'd be happy to know that you survived, Herman.
But why did I make it out alive, when so many others died in that awful place?
It's not your fault. And blaming yourself won't bring them back. Honor their memory. See that their names live on. That way, at least. They're never truly gone.
Thank you, Sid. I'm going to write a book. An account of the horrors of Badbach, and the spirit of those its custodians sought to crush. All of Valisthea will know of our suffering. And in the name of those I lost, I will not let it happen again.
Neither will I.
These records would have been buried for all eternity, were it not for you. Thank you. The realm will hear of Badbach. And I pray that the tale of my fallen friends will spare future generations the horror we endured. Thank you for helping keep their memory alive.
You're welcome, Herman. So guys, kita udah menemukan registry para bearers yang ya akhirnya dibunuh ya guys secara tidak langsung. Tapi akhirnya kita udah berhasil menemukan registry itu dan memberikannya ke Herman. Nah, dia akan menuliskan buku tentang apa yang terjadi guys. Semacam discovery ya, ataupun kita bilang sejarah ya guys, yang ada di Valisthea. Biar orang-orang tahu juga apa yang terjadi sama para bearers itu guys. Oke, sekarang kita lanjutkan lagi misi kita ya guys ya. Kita mau kerjakan quest yang di sini guys. Reading table ya. Nah, ini kita udah mau sampai ya guys. Kita masuk dulu ke ruangannya si Clive. Dan kita cek guys, ada quest dari siapa ini ya? Concern for Jill.
If Joshua was worried about Jill, I should go and speak with him.
Oke, ini misi tentang si Jill ya guys. Karena kan kemarin itu si Clive ini udah ngambil kekuatan Shiva dari si Jill ya. So, tanpa kekuatan Shiva, apakah dia sedih ya guys? Coba kita tanya aja, karena si Joshua concern banget sebelum pergi ya. Tentunya kan misi terakhir.
Joshua, I read your message. You're right. Jill is different. I don't think I'd realized how different, but since we returned from Drake's spine, I've felt it more and more.
I suppose it's not hard to imagine why.
She doesn't think she belongs anymore.
And that's why we need to remind her she is still one of us. To let her know that we still need her, now more than ever. That you still need her. But how to do that? When last we were truly close, we were but children.
Of course. Do you remember the time we accompanied Father on his annual tour of the Duchy? And Jill and I broke from the procession to ride up Man's Hill.
To see the snow daisies, I remember. It was the first time Father had allowed us to join him. And when he realized you were missing, he had the entire retinue down to the pot boys combing the countryside.
In the rain. A thunderstorm forced us to take refuge in a grove of oaks before we'd even made it halfway there. It was the Lord Commander who finally found us, and needless to say, he was none too pleased.
Then it seems you and Jill have unfinished business. What do you say?
Man's Hill. It's not that far.
Oh, true. Though I suspect it is also much changed. Little in southern Rosaria remains as it was when we were children.
You're saying I should go and scout the area for bandits?
I'm saying we should first go and see if there are actually still any snow daisies left. What would you do without me, Clive? I can't say my travels ever took me back to Man's Hill. I'm curious to see how it has fared.
Oke guys, sekarang kita harus traveling ya ke Man's Hill ya guys, untuk mencari snow daisies guys. Oke, jaraknya udah dekat ya. Teleport langsung sampai nih. Di belakang ini kah?
This is the place, but
I'm sorry, Clive.
there's nowhere been spared. What do we do now?
We keep looking. Man's Hill cannot be the only place where snow daisies grow.
Perhaps, but it's the only place I know of. Knew of.
Then why not ask someone who might know of another?
Someone in the backyard? To the hideaway, then.
Udah layu semua ya guys untuk snow daisies-nya. Dan kita mesti balik lagi guys ke hideaway untuk nanya ya di mana lokasinya ya.
Let's hope one of the gardeners knows where to find snow daisies.
Nah, ini kita udah mau sampai ya guys ke gardener. Harusnya dia tahu ya karena dia bercocok tanam guys dan sering nanam bunga ya guys.
Oh, what brings you down from the heavens, Sid?
I need your advice. Joshua and I are looking for a place where snow daisies grow. Preferably in abundance.
Snow daisies. Then you'll want somewhere not too hot and not too cold. And where the winds are strong enough to carry the seeds. I reckon Man's Hill would be a good place to start. There in the Royal Meadows, perhaps? Both have similar climbs and the right elevation. If the Blight hasn't claimed them yet.
Right. Thank you.
Did you learn where we might find our flowers?
The gardener here mentioned the Royal Meadows in Sambrak.
Ah, the fields beyond Northreach. Well, if that's the case, then Yote was right. I recalled that she kept the record of our travels, you see. So I asked her if she'd perhaps noted anywhere that snow daisies grew, and she mentioned Oilerfeist Bay.
Whose shores border the meadows. Off we go then.
Oke, kita udah dapat hints petunjuknya ya guys ya. Langsung aja guys kita cari dekat-dekat Sunbreak ya. Oh, di sini guys. Jaraknya 300 yard ke depan ya guys ya. Langsung aja.
The meadows are vast. Where do we even start?
Yote mentioned the coastline. We can start there.
The coastline ya. Di sini kan tadi. Nah, aduh, ada enemy guys. Ya udah kita bersih-bersih dulu ya.
Look, brother. You see them?
I do. The flowers. Our friends.
Aduh. Wah, ini pedangnya si Barnabas aku belum bisa pakai banget ya guys ya.
What do you see, boy?
Wadaw.
Let's hope this is the last one.
Kena kita guys.
One way to find out.
Nice try.
Nice try ya. Oke. Kita ajar aja guys. Aduh.
Nice try.
Ada new enemies lagi dong. Aduh.
Give me thunder!
Waduh, kurang lancar ya gue pakai serangannya ya guys ya. Aduh. Oke, udah skillnya guys. Nah, keluar Zantetsuken-nya guys. Walah gitu doang.
You're finished.
You're finished. Lumayan alot gara-gara aku coba belajar ya guys pakai pedangnya Barnabas.
That was harder than I expected. But Founder, it was worth it. They're beautiful.
Do you think Jill will like them?
She'll love them. Come on. Let's go.
It appears my work is done. The rest, as they say, is up to you. Well, you and the skies. We wouldn't want another thunderstorm now, would we?
Nah, ini kita udah kembali ke Hideaway ya guys. Kita cek lokasinya si Jill. Dia di mana ini? Kita cek ya guys ya. Bentar. Oh, dia di sini guys. Ini berarti kita harus ke atas lagi ya. Dan sekarang kayaknya ini si Clive mau ajakin tanda kutip kencan ya guys, berdua dengan si Jill. Hopefully lancar-lancar aja nih guys. Karena ini sebenarnya adalah momen dimana mereka itu belum sempat pergi ke area Snow Daisies ya. So sekarang mewujudkan yang tertunda dahulunya guys.
Jill, there's something I'd like to show you.
There is? And where might this something be?
It's, not here. Now, I know this is sudden, but how would you fancy a trip to Oriflamme?
There are so many. This is what you wanted to show me. I don't know what to say.
You don't need to say anything. The smile on your face is enough. We've been worried about you, Joshua and I. Do you remember when I took you to Man's Hill? Or tried to?
How could I forget? You saw me crying and thought a change of scenery might lift my spirits. In the end, it earned me a nasty cough and a stern scolding from your mother. But I felt wonderful nonetheless.
I'm sorry. I had no idea what I was getting us both into. But I couldn't bear to see you like that.
Before we left, my chambermaid told me she'd overheard your mother talking about my marriage prospects with some of the noblewomen at court. They were debating whether it would be more profitable to marry me off to one of the high houses instead of saving me for the ducal line. No one thought to ask me what I wanted. I was nothing to them. A pawn at best. I felt so trapped. So lonely.
I didn't know.
But I wasn't alone. You were there. Your hand in mine as we ran for those oaks. And I knew then, no matter what happened, I would be all right. I'll never forget that feeling. Before we broke camp, the morning after the storm, do you know what I did?
No? What?
I slipped away from my governess to climb the tor. And from there I saw a sea of petals, all reaching for the sun. And I realized that no matter how terrible the night, dawn would always come. That you would always come for me. And you have. Again and again.
Where do you see us? When all this is over?
I don't know. Not here, though. I think I've outgrown the twins. After everything we've been through, the realm just seems so small. I'll need some space to spread my wings.
Then that's what you'll have. And I'll stop at nothing to see that you do.
I never was much good at garlands, but it'll have to do.
I'll treasure it forever.
Thank you, Clive. For this, the flowers, for everything. It's exactly what I needed. You are my treasure. We should probably be getting back. I expect the others are wondering where we are.
You're right. There's still much to do.
And we'll do it together.
And yes, finally guys, ini adalah couple kita di Final Fantasy 16 Clive and Jill ya. So semoga happy ending guys. Karena kan ntar lagi kita lawan Ultima ya. Aku harapnya nggak terjadi apa-apa sama si Clive sih, sehingga dia bisa kembali ke XVI guys. Aku pengennya happy ending ya. And that's it untuk video kali ini. Thank you banget buat teman-teman ya sudah nonton sampai ending guys. Jangan lupa juga di subscribe ya guys, karena kedepannya kita akan tamatin game ini bersama. Dan tinggal sedikit lagi guys. Dan tentunya jangan sampai ketinggalan juga ya guys. So support kamu akan sangat dibutuhkan agar channel ini biar bisa grow up guys. Thank you ya. Sampai jumpa lagi kita di chapter berikutnya. Stay happy and stay gaming.